This is the Just Our Imagination Challenge, and the only thing creative coming out of my craft room this week was the colorful language. Oh my gosh, please don't hold these DIYs against me, friend. I'm Melissa, this is CraftCrumbs. Thank you for joining me. What you're witnessing here is my third attempt to cut pumpkins out of these foil pans on my Cricut. I finally changed the pressure of the needle and taped down the edges to make this work. I cut a total of 4 pumpkins in varying sizes and off camera painted them in orange and black. I want to install little rice lights behind the pumpkins, so to get the 3D effect and make room for them and also give them a place for the light to shine through, I'm cutting 2 slits in each pumpkin, folding them over in the back and gluing them down. This gives the pumpkin a more rounded appearance on the front side. Here I'm using a Sharpie marker. You can use whatever tool you have on hand, and I'm just sticking it through the slits in the pumpkin and giving a more defined area where the light will sneak through later. I decided placement on this Dollar Tree chalkboard and drilled a hole in the center of where each pumpkin will set. And I'm gluing them down using Gorilla Glue hot glue. I wasn't crazy about the black and orange paint, so off camera I updated the paint color, and a little later I will dry brush on some white. But for now I'm adding these little leaves that I cut from the foil by hand and painted green. At the top, I'm adding an old branch from my honeysuckle vine, a little bit of preserved moss, and 2 tiny owls that I picked up from Temu. I thought I'd have a little fun and add a tiny mouse that I pulled from my stash to the top of one of these pumpkins. And it's only a matter of time before the owls sniff out their meal down below. I added a jute rope hanger and now a string of rice lights to the back. I'm grouping 2 or 3 of the lights together to push through each one of these holes. And then I'll glue the battery pack to the bottom center of the board. I wanted a very short phrase for the chalkboard, so I went online and found this "if pumpkins were wild" saying. But this is a chalkboard, so you can add whatever you like here, change it later, or add nothing at all. I used a paint marker to write this, and with a little bit of water and pressure will remove easily as well. Here is what it looks like complete. Here it is with the lights off. I love to add interesting light features to my home, especially during the fall and winter seasons when the sun sets early. It adds another element of cozy to the season. Before we go any further, let me introduce the ladies responsible for this challenge. The creators and hosts are Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY and Kathy Jo with Kathy Jo DIY. Our guest host this month is Z9 Designs. I have links to all of their channels in the description for you, and when you stop by to see Kathy Jo, drop a comment under her video wishing her the happiest birthday. These aren't the only creators in the challenge. There's an entire playlist of crafters like us, and I've linked this down below for you as well. For this second DIY, I needed a bowl that is clear, so I picked this one up from the Dollar Tree party section. And I already had these 3 picks of flowers or berries in my stash. They're so pretty, but I don't know what they are. Feel free to drop a comment if you know what these are supposed to be. I'm simply going to alternate the different colors and glue them around the bowl. If you're enjoying this video, give it your stamp of approval with a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and comment below. If watching on your TV, that's okay. Just open the app on your smartphone or tablet. Open this video from your watch history and leave a kind word in the comments. If you're not subscribed but love DIY craft ideas that push the limits, consider subscribing. This channel will continue to bring you affordable crafts that are unique and fun to create. I needed something to pick this up with, so I added a small finial to the top and then used my moss green chalk paint to color in the top. Once I'm happy with the exterior, I'm going to flip it over and work on the inside of the bowl. All I'm doing here is taking another strand of those rice lights and gluing them to the inside of the bowl. One of the things that I love about candlesticks is the variety of ways that you can use them and things that you can place on top. Ever since I picked up and flipped this candlestick from Goodwill, I have been wishing that it were a lamp. And using this bowl as a lampshade with the pre-installed lights is the perfect way to do that. And this will light up a dark corner in the living room. Let me know in the comments what you think about my use of the bowl challenge item. The third and final challenge item was to recreate an item made by the birthday girl Kathy Jo. I'm going to attempt to recreate this pumpkin I saw her make on her channel recently. I'm starting off using the same foam pumpkin from the Dollar Tree that she used and a variety of rope. Now, Kathy Jo used some white rope from the Dollar Tree on her pumpkin and it looked so stunning, but I didn't have any white rope, so we're going to improvise. In spray painting it, I hoped to achieve the white look that she had in her rope, but it never gave the saturation of white that I had hoped for. But that's okay, we're going to go with it and continue on. It can be so much fun recreating a DIY you saw someone else make, but you have to make it your own. I chose to use raffia ribbon to fill in the remaining white spaces on the pumpkin. The rope kind of overtakes the stem of the pumpkin, so I'm going to use a piece of wood from my Dollar Tree stash. To properly anchor it, I need a hole in that stem, so I'll create one using my heat gun, and then glue the stem inside the hole. I wrap it with braided twine, which is much less interesting than Kathy Jo's stem, which I think she calls a peduncle. I want to decorate the top like she did, and I start off with these eucalyptus leaves the same way she did. And then I spend some time loading the rest of the top up with florals and greenery. Can you believe I don't have lights on this one? I think lights would look cute on it though. Naturally, my stem has once again disappeared, so I'm going to lengthen it using the same methods. Here's a reminder of what Kathy Jo's pumpkin looked like. And here is my pumpkin complete. Here's a look back at what we created today. I wasn't entirely sure that the first two projects were good enough to bring you, but I know that I do bring the crafting community a unique twist on things and wanted to share them with you. Let me know in the comments if you have a favorite. And until next time, friend, don't forget to craft what you love.